Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss more about what I have done this week, and whenever we have this reflection video, I feel like it is very good to present ourselves really in a very matured way, doing like what sort of like things we are doing, so that it will help us like in future when we take up the leadership roles. So this week, I was very straightforward with the API testing. We have a Spring Boot 6 and Java 21, which are the upgrade versions for the API, and I was able to execute 3 to 4 expressions of the API, and it was a very straightforward testing. And at the same time, being a senior QA at Subaru, I was able to give like KT to like some of my juniors about the API, and having like the background knowledge about the front end and the back end of the whole testing, it helped me out. So whenever there is a short of like manpower, I was able to help out the other team members, and I was able to execute the test cases even if I went in the middle of the meeting also. This had given me much of a very like self confidence for myself. And at the same time, we have dealt with a lot of like SQL testing this week, and at the same time I received an appreciation like from my manager, saying that I dealt like with some of the issues like very well. And so in this term, like what did I learn myself, I want to talk about that one. But before I talk about that one, this week was mostly very much progress was steadily, and I'm making like a lot of documentation for the APIs. And I have come up with an idea with my manager, saying that whoever will join like newly, there is something called as like basics that needs to be covered in Subaru, whether they are in department or the back end, because whenever there is a short of like staff, we can help like cross functional. For that reason, everybody needs to learn like the basics. And at the same time, I want to talk about what is the reflection that I have seen in this term and what I have learned. And at the same time, I want to talk about what are the skills project managers must possess, both in leadership and communication perspective. So this term, whenever I joined this semester, I'm already a senior in Subaru, so I am leading as a project lead. So I have to take some decisions when with the offshore team, and if some members are like not available, like how to proceed, and if there is any lack in the testing or the testing department, and how to proceed, and how to address the issues with my upper management in a way, not pointing fingers to the other people, but at the same time discussing what is the elephant in the room, instead of saying that this department is responsible for this one, this department is responsible. Instead of that, my idea was to know what is the elephant in this room, and at the same time I believed in that one, and which is a solution oriented under a lot of pressure. And there was a lot of I realized like how important like structure in the documentation or for the workflow. So this helped me to create a very detailed test cases about and track my progress according to the documents. And at the same time, it boosted my self-confidence. But most importantly, I learned like very genuinely about what I believed in myself. And at the same time, there were like some tough situations where I had like lot of anxiety when talking to my team manager. It's not his fault, but I doubted about myself, like which was like very wrong, but I was able to get through that one. And apart from that, this week was like more like focused and productive. And equivalent, the project manager must possess like good communication skills, like example like active listening, clear messaging, stakeholder management, and to ensure that alignment and transparency happens. So these skills like enable successful project execution and foster trust according to the teams and the stakeholders. And personally, what I learned from my project managers or the program managers is that they are like very good in what they do, and it's not like a overnight process. It is a reliable like slow process. I believe in that every day is a learning process, and every day we are a students. And so this is what I would like to say, that every day is a learning process, and I'm still learning, but I learned like lot of things enjoying this course. Thank you very much, and have a good night. And most probably, and I'm done with this intern. Thank you.